Good morning. So today I have already changed my plan once. So originally I was gonna hike Galehead or something along those lines, and I was keeping tabs on the weather, but unfortunately it looks like some rain moved in this morning. It hasn't started raining yet, but there's a chance, and the wind picked up a little bit. So I switched gears, and right now we are parked at, I don't know. We're parked somewhere. No, we're parked in the parking lot to hike either Twin Mountain, North and South Twin, or from this parking lot, my plan is to hike the Warden trail up to Mount Hale. So Mount Hale is a really good mountain to hike in the rain because it is sheltered the whole way up, and it's a wooded summit, and you're kind of protected a little bit if it gets windy. Yeah, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit and hike Mount Hale today. So we are currently in the parking lot here. So I believe we're gonna start on the North Twin Trail, and then there's an unmarked Warden's trail that goes up to Mount Hale here. And that's the plan for today. I do have a map downloaded on my phone so I can use it while I have no service. Otherwise I wouldn't be attempting this. But that's the plan for today. So Mount Hale is one that I have done before, and I did it with Mount Zealand, and I used the Hale Brook Trail up Mount Hale first and then Mount Zealand. That's a good couple mountains to do together. But today, because of the potential rain, I'm just going to be doing Mount Hale. And I've never taken the Warden trail before, so that's going to be a new one for me. So because this is a new trail and it's spring, I'm not sure if there's water crossings or how strong they're going to be. So I do have my poles with me, which I don't usually bring on day hikes. I usually only bring them on like backpacking trips or much longer hikes, but just to be on the safe side, I have those, and I have all the 10 essentials and everything, some extra warm layers. But overall, it's about 63 degrees, which is perfect hiking weather, and we'll see if we get rained on today. I do have some rain gear, so hopefully I won't need it, but if we do, that's okay. I love the start of this trail. It's like just such a nice woods walk. But we turn off of it in a mile, and I'm sure it's gonna get a lot more challenging. All right, so it looks like North Twin Trail continues right there and actually crosses the river because the Twins are that way. But we are gonna continue this way, which is also technically the North Twin Trail. I think there's just multiple places you can cross. Ooh, muddy. But yeah, in like about 100 feet or so, we're gonna turn left and start climbing up in there. Not sure if it's like a marked trail or not. Yeah, see, there's multiple places you can cross to the trail over there. We go this way. It's so pretty. So we do have to cross this stream here. I don't know if there's a way to do it without getting my feet wet, so I'm gonna put the camera away and maybe just kind of walk through it. So I actually was able to rock hop back down there, and now it's nice and easy to get across to the trail. Still have dry feet for now. All right, looks like we got a little ladder here. It's pretty shallow though, so. Yeah, you can definitely tell this trail is much less used. Still like a beaten down path, but definitely a little more remote. So this trail turns very sharply right here. This is the start of the Fire Warden's trail, and it's also the start of all of our incline today. We have a little over 2,000 feet of incline. Kind of just straight uphill. Well, the trail just got super muddy, which is expected this time of year, but I'm gonna try and scoot around it. But it's muddy over here too, so I don't know. But so far, this trail has been super nice. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I can see why people do this in the rain, because at least for the first mile and a half, 2 miles, there really hasn't been any like wet, slippery rocks to scramble up. It's been a very nice trail. Look at all the ferns. They're so pretty. All right. So here is the kind of trail that I was talking about, like all the riverbed rocks that you gotta scramble up and over. Overall, not too bad, but this is the kind of trail I'm used to in the White Mountains. Also, update, the clouds came for like a half an hour, like threatening rain, but it looks like they've since cleared out. Like, there's blue sky, but it definitely turned up the humidity. The air is very thick right now. But that's just spring hiking in New England. Nice little flat spot right here. Take a drink because we're about 1.8 miles in. I think the summit's like 3.2 total to the top, so about halfway. I'm glad I packed electrolytes today because it's humid. Not really hot, it's like 65, but the air is definitely heavy today. It's good stuff. Definitely not a very well-traveled trail because there's just a bunch of blowdowns. These aren't too bad, but so I'm like 2.5 miles in, and I just realized I never took the snow baskets off of my poles. Whoops. That must have been from the last winter hike I used them on, but I will take them off when I get to the summit. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a woodpecker. I hear him. All trails keep saying there's a rock formation about a mile away. And I don't know if that's like a natural rock formation or if it's the stone cairn at the summit, because there's like a big pile of rocks, which I think is also a mile away, so that must be it. It's so hard to tell on camera, but that's like pretty steady incline. But the ground is all like pine, duff, and moss, so it's really soft when you step. So yeah, the trail's been going in and out of like nice dirt trail to a couple hundred feet of like riverbed and on and off again. So yeah, I really like this trail. Even though it is completely unmarked, it's still pretty easy to follow. I mean, it's just dirt. I popped out into this little outlook here, and I was trying to figure out what mountain I could see. And if you zoom in a little bit, right there, that is the Cog Railway, which means that that is Mount Washington. And I think Clay and Jefferson and the rest of the northern prezzies are further out that way. But yeah, how cool is that? Get a little view of Mount Washington right there. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting to have a view on Hale today. That was a really cool little viewpoint, but I don't want to stop for too long because it's humid and the bugs are out today bad. I used bug spray, but I'm still getting bit. All right, that last quarter mile was a little steeper than what the rest of the trail has been, but kind of flattened out a little bit here for the last 0.2. So just a little bit left and I'll be at the summit. Oh, just came across these, I don't know, oil drums or whatever, just in the middle of the woods. Don't like that. Although I'm sure they have something to do with the fact that there used to be a big tower on top of Mount Hale and they just got left there. I don't know. Not sure the history of those. So I didn't hang out at the summit super long because there was about 3 groups of people up there and they all came up like different trails, which was kind of cool. But the second I sat down, I got absolutely swarmed with black flies. So took a couple pictures, chatted with a couple women up there, and now I'm eating a snack on the way down because I did not want to sit with the bugs up there. They were driving me nuts. Yeah, so about 3.5 miles down, and then we're back to the car. Turned out to be a beautiful day. The bad part about hiking a trail that's not super well used, I am one giant cobweb right now. Yeah. Gross. Oh, he's right there. He just like stuck his feathers up and hissed at me. Like, and came like running out of the woods. That scared the crap out of me. I don't know if he's got babies or something, but whew. Yeah, no thank you. Just turned back onto North Twin Trail. And as I was rounding that sharp corner, a trail runner ran by and she like kind of startled me, and I slipped on yet another route. And I think it caught her attention because she looked up real quick, and I was dying laughing. And she just kind of smirked and kept running. I think she must have had headphones in because I said, hey, have a good run. And she didn't say anything, but yeah, great timing, Hannah. Anyways, that was such a nice trail. I really liked that trail. Yeah, it would be good for like an overcast day, or like, or a day where the cloud cover is kind of low, so you wouldn't necessarily get a view on anything else. But yeah, it was a little bit longer than the more common way to get up Mount Hale, which I think is Halebrook or Helping or Lending Hand or something like that. There's a few ways up, but yeah, I'm surprised this one isn't more popular because I really liked it. It was very nice, very gradual. So I am about to cross the little river, and my shoes are a little muddy, so I might just walk right through it. It's the end of the day, and I'll be able to change my shoes when I get to the car. We made it. Made it back to the car. Fully changed my clothes because I was so sweaty and a little muddy. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the decision to switch gears and take the Warden's trail up Mount Hale. It's a trail I've never done before, and I really didn't hear much about it before I did it. And even though it didn't rain on us, and like the whole purpose of taking that trail was in case it rained, but even though it didn't rain on us, it was still really fun. It was beautiful. I hiked my first, I think that was my first 4,000 footer this year. Yeah, I got a good 6.5 miles in and worked up a good sweat. And it does look like the clouds are moving in now. So, you know, if we'd been a little bit later in the day, this still would have been the right decision. So yeah, I'm gonna head home and probably stop and get a coffee on the way back. You know the drill. I was scouting this road on the way in for some car camping spots, because there's like maybe 10 or so pull-offs in here, but it's a Thursday and every single one of these is taken. So I don't know how readily available those are. I don't think you reserve them. I think it's first come, first serve. There's a tent in there. Yeah, they're all taken. Oh yeah. Is that right? I don't remember. Whoa. I want to see him. I hate the bugs. God, pardon. Oh, jeez. Got me. Excuse me. Don't mind me. I had a impromptu Celine Dion concert on my way up here. But how else would you get pumped up to come hiking?